A senior Ukrainian security official confirmed that an Iranian military advisor had been killed in Crimea and warned that other Iranians in occupied Ukraine who supported the invasion of Moscow would also be targeted. Welcome viewers to another edition on God's Eye, where we would be giving you the latest updates on the Russian-Ukraine war. For more details, please subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the notification bell for more updates. Alexei Danilov, Secretary of Ukraine's National Security and Defense Council, said the Iranians were in Crimea to help Russia fly government-provided Shad-136 combat drones in Tehran, but did not specify how many Ukrainians were killed. Israeli media reported in October that 10 people were killed in attacks by Ukrainian forces in occupied Crimea. Danilov suggested that a new Iranian military presence would be targeted. "I shouldn't be where I shouldn't be," Danilov said in an interview with Kyiv. "They were on our territory. We didn't invite them here. If they cooperate with terrorists and participate in the destruction of our people, we must kill them." A wave of Russian airstrikes, including drone and missile attacks, has destroyed Ukraine's civilian energy infrastructure since October, shutting it down as winter cold began to fall across the country. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky said, at a UN Security Council meeting on Wednesday night, he said the attack was a clear crime against humanity and that Kyiv would introduce a resolution condemning all forms of energy terrorism. Kremlin spokesman Dmitry Peskov on Thursday sought to shift the blame to Ukraine, saying that if it complies with the demands of the Russian party, Ukraine can end all possible suffering of civilians. Tehran's government initially denied the presence of Iranian drones in Ukraine, but months before President Vladimir Putin launched a full-scale invasion of Ukraine in February, it warned Russia of a small number of drones. Provided the drone. He denies sending Iranian trainers to help the Russians fly drones from occupied territories. Kyiv has expressed skepticism about events on the Iranian side, and experts from both countries met Tehran's request to discuss evidence gathered by Ukraine. Iran continues to claim that it is not an arms supplier to the Russian Federation, but we need confirmation. "Do you have this confirmation today?" "No," Danilov said. "We understand that people don't fly until they learn to fly, and Russians don't have the brains to figure that out on their own. Nothing can be hidden in the modern world. It's only a matter of time before it's released," he said. He said it was unclear whether Iran delivered ballistic missiles to Russia. "We are trying to answer this question, and we will do our best to prevent this from happening," Danilov said. "But if so, it tells us two things. First, Russia does not have the capacity to produce its own missiles, at least not in quantities that could pursue all-out war. Secondly, if a country under sanctions since 1979 has the ability to produce such weapons, what kind of sanctions can we talk about?" The papers on the conference table in Danilov's office were covered with blank pages for security, among which was a chess with advanced black pawns. When asked about it, Danilov said it was a metaphor for a world where old rules no longer apply. "Now it shows that everyone starts in black," he said. "Or black is also white, or perhaps gray. The relationship between Ukraine and Israel is an example of a gray area. There is a long list of Israeli military equipment that the Kyiv government wants to acquire, but Israel is trying to avoid retaliation from Moscow and has tried to present itself as neutral."